My question is about the wave frequencies like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, telephone poles. I have been trying to avoid Bluetooth and Wi-Fi at my home, and it is pretty inconvenient. And my question is that whether these frequencies really affect us mentally, spiritually, physically. Is it just making enemy out of the things that are useful for us?
These frequencies are very difficult for all of you and are having an impact on you. And you can see them as a negative impact on some levels. This is true, but you are quickly adapting to them because they are an integral part of your experience in which you've collectively chosen to bring them into your reality. And so you are adapting physically, emotionally, and mentally. It is that if you are able to live in communion with nature, in silence, in stillness, with the animals and the elements in the most expansive and beautiful, natural way, painting, writing, listening to music, drinking water, growing your food, playing instruments, all of that, that is a particular experience that is the optimal potential for you as a collective that you will begin to, many of you, step into in the coming years as many changes occur, and there will be much beauty in that. But simultaneously, that at this moment is not necessarily that in which you are all experiencing. And due to where it is that you are, and that what you are experiencing, that if you are going to be in that space that we were speaking of, and then you were to re-enter into the soup of this energetic field, you would have a very difficult time adapting. So you are already adapting to this. And if you interact with the energy itself, with your intent around it and your use for it, and do not, like you say, make it an enemy, but a friend, your potential thought patterns and your relationship to it, your intention around it, and your connection to it is more powerful than it in itself. Meaning that if you are able to take the time, just like when you take the time to love and to pray over your water and to interact with it, that its consciousness reacts to you. It is no different with the electromagnetic field itself and the energy that it emanates from it that can have a negative impact on the body can be mitigated through your intention of choosing prior to entering the Bluetooth into your head that yes has detrimental qualities, and especially when you are attaching the knowing of that to it, to have a communication, a relationship with it, and to speak to it and ask it to minimize the detrimental effects and to amplify the positive effects of the information or the energy that you're receiving from it, that perhaps you are listening to something that is elevating your vibration, or you are learning something, or it is convenient in a way that you can receive this information that you couldn't otherwise, and you can override those negative impacts. And so the power of your intention and your relationship to it overrides it in itself. And this is very true also for an example, your food. Of course, it is better not to use the Bluetooth. Of course, it is better not to eat a Twinkie bar, but it is better to connect to the Twinkie bar and to have a relationship, an interaction, an intention that it is nourishing you, that its field is shifting, and that which is within it, you are able to receive, to utilize as fuel, and to heal your body is more potent, more powerful than the negative effects of the preservatives of the Twinkie bar itself. That does not mean that you should not try to eat the wholest, healthiest food or remove yourself from the electromagnetic field or these things that are detrimental to you. But it is that if you are interfacing and choosing to interact with them, that it is your consciousness, your intention, and your relationship to that that is more potent, more powerful, and more able to shift and create within you what is needed for wholeness than that is external, giving it the power that it is hurting you from outside of self.